What's up, my gorgeous geeks? This is Cashren, and today's Sunday, which means we have another anime episode. And today we're going to be talking about the differences between subbed versus dubbed. Let's get right into it. Warning, the following is an opinion, and it may not be your opinion. Get over it. First off, let's talk about subbed. Subbed is the act of taking an anime and keeping it in the original Japanese language, but then having English subtitles, hence the word sub. And then you have dubbed, which is when you take that, you translate it into the English language instead of having the subtitles. So the big problem in the anime community is the argument between sub versus dub, saying that one is more superior than the other, which to me, I absolutely hate it when fans religiously take a side, because not all anime is good in subbed and not all anime is good in dubbed. It's actually my personal belief that some anime is actually better sounding in one over the other. So what I mean by that is it's not always going to be, oh, subbed is God, whereas dubbed sucks. If you take Dragon Ball Z, alright, that's a prime example of a better sounding dub than a sub. The problem with the sub in Dragon Ball Z is that the person who actually voices Goku is a woman, and she's like 80 years old. So she doesn't have any bass. And when you grow up off of Dragon Ball Z dub, where you've got Goku screaming for a good bit of time, like an hour, and then he just turns Super Saiyan 3, when you hear that, you can't go back and have him with this high-pitched voice, it doesn't work like that. Then you've got a show like Attack on Titan, which in my opinion is a prime example of a better sounding dub. Now there's something though about these shows that I've always noticed. When I first watched Dragon Ball Z, I watched it in dub. When I watched Attack on Titan, I first watched it in sub. I watched the entire anime like that. So then you go over to check on the other side, and when you try the other version, it's not as good. Why is that? Well, I actually am a firm believer that when you go through an entire show, you know what Vegeta sounds like. You know what Goku sounds like. And then you go and you watch the sub, and you go, ooh, that's not right. That's not what he's supposed to sound like. I'm used to him sounding like this. And this is when you have tension, is because you have people who believe that the sub is far more superior versus the dub no matter what. But really, guys, do you really think that this Dragon Ball Z sub is better than the dub? The only problem with the Dragon Ball Z dub is the mistranslation you get every now and then. That's about it. But really what it comes down to is your personal preference though. So, although I watched Dragon Ball Z in dubbed, there's some people who probably watched it in subbed and prefer that. I mean, I first watched Dragon Ball Z in late elementary school on Toonami, so naturally I was going to prefer the dubbed versus the subbed, okay? When you wake up in the morning and you hear, oh, hell yes, bitches!
I wanna be the very best.
Bad Pokemon! Do not interrupt Rock the Dragon! Bad Pokemon! When I want to listen to you, I will listen to you. But right now, it's Rock the Dragon time. Hell yes, bitches! I mean, come on. When you hear that theme song to Dragon Ball Z, that's when you know that shit's about to get real. Alright? Just pointing it out there. Now, another thing that you have to understand is that the Japanese have been doing anime since the 1940s. So they roughly have about 2 to 3 decades over dubbed anime, okay? Now, one thing that has absolutely annoyed me beyond all belief is the fact that those who watch the Japanese sub feel like it makes them far more superior over the dub watchers, almost as though they have a hierarchy because they watch their anime in sub versus dub, which is very, very fucking stupid. And frankly, it makes me embarrassed to call myself an anime fan because some dick thinks he's a better anime viewer than I am just because he watches it with subtitles and he can't eat his food while he's watching his anime. Now, I'm not going to get into all these anime, but I'm just going to leave a list of all the anime that I believe is way better in dubbed versus subbed. Alright, I'm just gonna leave it at that. And really, when it comes down to it, guys, it's all about personal preference, okay? If you prefer a certain show in a certain way, that's fine. If you prefer to say, you know what, I'm gonna be religious about it, I'm just gonna watch everything in subbed, or oh, I'm just gonna watch everything in dubbed, that's fine. But what it really comes down to is what sounds better to you. You don't have to go so zealous on one side and then, never reach the other side. There is a cool medium in everything. So if something sounds better in one language than the other, then you should totally watch it in that language, okay? It shouldn't be just because, oh, subbed is better because that is the way the Japanese intended it. If you don't know, most of the time the dubbed is actually greenlit by the Japanese companies that made the original show. So if they're okay with it, then why are you the pissiest bitch right now? Oh, hell yes, bitches! What's up, guys? Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you'd like to see any more from me, go ahead and click on that previous video. However, if you've already seen that and you want to see something else, try this other series that I played. As always, guys, thank you so much for just being there for me and for the channel. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. As always, guys, remember to spank that sexy subscribe button. And as always, be excellent to each other. Until next time.